voice down because I don't want to disturb the other campers, but we're packed up, ready to go. First one's out of here this morning, which really doesn't mean a whole lot. 6:25 or so. About ready to hit the trail. Very pretty little pond here, although it does have kind of grasses on the top of it. Morning mist rising off the water. More blowdowns.
I believe we are getting our first glimpse of Rainier, because Adam should be behind us. She's so big.
Got a quail or something, ptarmigan or something back here. This tree.
There was a big one on the ground where he's hidden.
I wonder if this is a young one, maybe can't fly yet, or not a good flyer.
If the others flew away.
This is a milestone for Linda because she's closed up her southern Washington gap in the PCT from Bridge of the Gods to the Wallop Lake Trail here. From here, she's hiked most of the PCT in Washington, but so this is kind of her goal to close this gap up. So congratulations.
This fungus reminds me of an open-faced grilled cheese that we would do in the oven with the broiler, and we'd accidentally burn it. That's what it reminds me of. Burnt, broiled cheese sandwich.
Today's a little bit different day than other days. Linda has been having trouble with her foot, and so we're going to give her a day of rest. This was supposed to be a day when we did some reconnaissance down here near Wallop Lake for her Pass to Pass trip, and I'm going to go do that while she's going to stay here at camp and rest and relax and hopefully recover. So it's about an 8.
It's gonna be boring. It's gonna be spooky.
Because it's a little overcast, or in fact it's kind of foggy today.
I would rather go walk. I'm not really looking forward to this day.
But this thing just came up really suddenly with about 3-4 days ago.
Yeah.
Hadn't been bothering her at all, but now she's got a pain in her foot.
We went into Trout Lake and I was feeling good. Everything was feeling good. Rested, came out of Trout Lake, and that first full day out of Trout Lake, something happened. I don't know what it is. I don't have any blisters or anything. My feet are really good that way.
And no swelling.
It's just something kind of in the tendon or the bone, kind of on the top, right there. So
she's gonna rest. Hopefully it'll recover. It may end up requiring that we cut our hike a little shorter than we were going to, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'm heading off down to do the reconnaissance, and I'll be back this afternoon. This reminds me of when you're a kid and your mom says, put things away as you get them out. It'll make it a lot easier to keep your room clean than if you just throw them around and then you have to do a big job of cleaning up your room. And of course, as kids, we never believe it. And it looks like whoever's managing the forest here still has the mindset of a kid. Would have been a lot easier to keep this area cleared out and cleaned up as time went on, but what a job it would be now. But look at this. This just looks to me, again, as I've said before, like the next forest fire just waiting to happen. Just downed trees like matchsticks scattered throughout the forest. And here are my first views of Wallup Lake, spelled W-A-L-U-P-T. I don't know if the T gets pronounced so it's walloped or if it's wallop. I don't know. But anyway, fairly sizable lake here, and has a campground on the other end. That's my goal, is to head for the drive-in campground, because that's where Linda's Pass to Pass group is going to come in. But it should be a pretty pleasant hike along the shore of the lake here. I'm down at the Wallup Lake Campground in day use area. Looks like a very nice, got a little beach here for the kids to play. Kayaking, bring your own kayak, of course. Some people doing some telescoping. After I got done with my recon, I found Linda down here by the shore of the pond relaxing, and seemed like a good idea to join her.
Listening to a book.
This is the way we're spending our rest and relaxation day. And it's not even buggy. You'd think with this water here it would be buggy, but maybe it's because there's a bit of a breeze. I don't know. It's a beautiful location. Our stay here was a little different since we stayed 2 nights. In effect, yesterday was a 0 for Linda. I had an 8-mile hike down to Wallup Lake Campground and back, but without my heavy pack, so that was nice. But we're ready to move on up into the Cispus Basin today. It's a foggy morning, but we hope that'll burn off. We're climbing this morning up to Sheep Lake into the clouds. It's all sucked in.
We were camped down there. Normally you can see it, but we're all fogged in.
Walking along through the woods and come out to this little slopey meadow with all the wildflowers in it. Very pretty, and the sun has come out. We're kind of above, well, you can see the trees down there in the valley, so that's burning off as well, but we have blue sky above our heads now, so it's going to be a pretty day. That is a big bone. It's almost like a cow bone or something, but I don't know, big thigh bone or something, an elk maybe. I don't know, don't see the rest of the skeleton.
I was going to video it, but you might want to come further this way though.
We're climbing up towards Cispus Pass. Just had second breakfast down at Sheep Lake. Sun started to come out. The fog's burning off. It's beautiful out here.
Okay, so it's right here that it's narrow or sloughs off a little bit. So you just want to hang to the wall We're not even to the really pretty part yet. And this is really pretty.
Still climbing up to Cispus Pass. We just entered the Yakima Indian Reservation. Coming up to Cispus Pass. Howdy.
Here, let me get a selfie. We haven't done it for a while.
What's it say the elevation is?
6,473. So I'm in my happy place. Of course, I'm always in my happy place when I'm up high in elevation and see these kinds of views, but I love coming up a pass and saying goodbye to that beautiful area I've been hiking in and saying hello to the new beautiful area that's new and fresh, and I get to walk through it. And I'll show you over here. It's a whole new watershed, new valleys, new peaks, lots of new interesting things to look at.
Down there is the Cispus River, and I think Linda hopes that we can camp down there. Very popular site, so if they're taken, then we'll have to move on. But we'll see when we get down there. I do see some people sitting there. Hopefully they're just eating their lunch.
Wow.
There's tons of water running down this creek, but when I look up to see the source of the creek, it really isn't very far up the mountain, and there's almost no snow up there. So where's all this water coming from? Are there springs up there that it's coming out of? Are there hidden snowfields up there that I can't see from here? I don't know. I'm certainly not going to climb up there to find out, but it is a bit of a mystery. We made a little switch this evening. Our tent was originally down in this spot down here, but Linda pulled the weather and we found that it's supposed to rain starting in the wee hours of the morning. So at first we thought, well, let's trench around our tent. So we spent 20 minutes or more digging trenches around the tent there. But then we looked at this channel right here, the walkway, and figured that the rain could just come coursing down there. Now, it's not supposed to rain a lot, so we might have been overthinking this. But we got pretty wet last year, our last 2 days on the PCT, and it was pretty miserable. And I don't really want that to happen again. Our tent completely flooded. My battery bank that was on the floor of the tent was ruined. Had to buy a new one. And we got all wet, and it was pretty miserable. So we moved up here onto the meadow. We're above where the water is going to come rushing through here. And we're also hoping that we get more rain absorption into the meadow and less water kind of running towards or through or under or around the tent. So I don't know how well looked upon it is to camp on the meadow, but in this particular instance, that's what we decided to do.